today I just want to talk a little bit about, what we can, inform our customers on that's going to make their job easier and, better and help them make more money.
Perfect.
So let's just start out talking about, what do they need to make sure that they provide when the order is placed to ensure that there's no hiccups with shipping?
Yeah, I think the obvious one is the right delivery address, right? Sometimes people are doing a million different things and they accidentally put the bill to address or whatever it might be. But it starts with the shipping address, which is the obvious one. But any contact information at the actual consignee is huge.
Yeah.
Whatever mode of transportation that we're shipping it on, if we have a point of contact there, it just saves a lot of time. If there are any issues, going through 2 or 3 different channels, whoever has it has that direct line to who's getting it.
And what types of shipping methods do we use?
The 3 main ones are truckloads, which include dry vans and flatbeds, LTL, and then our local deliveries on our box trucks.
Okay. So, do the customers get to choose which delivery method they have, or do we choose that for them?
On the larger orders, it's kind of predetermined, right? The product determines how we ship it. I think there's definitely part of the way our customers order that, it's kind of advantageous for them to order in larger quantities to, determine the mode of transportation, right? The larger quantities, you're going to get a more dedicated experience compared to onesie, twosie items, which is going LTL and might kind of get handed off at a couple different terminals.
And we talk a lot about consolidation and, what does that mean for the customer and when would that be an opportunity for them?
Yeah, so our goal with our shipping is to bring as much in-house and have direct control over it. So we want to take as many orders off of LTL and consolidate them into CDI controlled truckloads, right? So if a customer is ordering 2 or 3 times a week from us on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, perfect scenario would be one order during the week where we could ship it on a dedicated carrier for cheaper, right? Compared to an LTL 3 times a week where it costs us more, going to cost the customer more. So I think collaborating with our customer on how they want to order and what's more cost effective, I think is definitely something that, developing that partnership is huge.
So if I'm understanding correctly, if we have a customer and they typically place like 4 or 5 orders with us in a week, could be scattered days. If they knew that on Monday and they placed those orders on Monday, we could put those on a dedicated truck that would save them money and freight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And a direct line from our dock door to their dock door.
Yeah.
Our local deliveries are ever expanding. Local deliveries. I would say just general, it's probably like a 50-mile radius around each plant, but there's always kind of those one-offs of, going a little farther that day if they have the capacity.
Yeah.
I know it's my goal to kind of expand the fleet.
Yeah.
I guess as we go.
Well, do you believe that that's a benefit to the customers for us to have our own fleet?
100%. The more you can cut out the handling, especially of our product, the better, right? So an LTL shipment that's a 2-day point is leaving our dock, going to another terminal, getting taken off the truck, put on another one, going to another terminal, getting taken off the truck, and that could happen 3 or 4 times where might get dinged up, might get lost, might whatever, right? Where if we have it under our control, and that goes with us having our own trucks, consolidating the orders and then going with the truckloads, it's literally going from our dock right to our customer or our customer's customer. So it's just kind of taking out a lot of the what ifs.